Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Paul out there with Devin Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Here's Hachimura. Now here's Westbrook. Over Paul. Westbrook, no good. Bridges against Westbrook. Bridges misses.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, GA, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Shoots over Brown. Bridges misses. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Washington Wizards. Hachimura. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
Here's Paul. They get it back, and Ayton throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 40-point game against New York.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Count it.
Look at the versatility of Paul. I mean, he can lead the break for you. He can finish. He can be a decoy. Such a tough matchup.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Rebound by the Suns.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Paul passes to Booker. Now Saric, he's covered by Beal. Paul outside. 4 on the clock. Over Westbrook, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
How about the great shot selection of Paul in that play? He lets the offense come natural.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Washington gets it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year.
And he sinks the second. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Paul passes to Saric. Kicks to Bridges. The pass to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Saric trying to break free. And there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Westbrook passes to Beal. Over Paul. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Bill this look, he jumps all over it.
Paul outside. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Hachimura. He's covered by Ayton. Outside Westbrook. Beal with it. good there. Good D by Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Really left alone that time.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Outside Westbrook. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Paul kicks to Booker. Floats one up. Bryant with the rebound.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
It's stolen by Saric. And now the Suns, a fast break. Saric has got the ball. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they are really starting to push it now.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
What's up?
And that one falls from Saric. Break for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
Here's Paul following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Now Ayton. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Washington with the rebound. Here's Hachimura. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
So many of his points came at the line. The D was trying to play him physically, and he just said, yeah, bring it on.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
Now Bridges, after Westbrook's missed 3. Pass to Saric. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's just sheer will. I mean, even when you body Sarge, I mean, he stays after it and tries to score.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Not going to go that time. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker against Beal. Here's Booker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love DC. I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. First of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with the speed, it's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
Now here's Bryant. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. Just 3 to shoot, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Third is Chris Paul. Fourth, Russell Westbrook.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Now here's Šorić. Westbrook pulls it in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
All finds Šorić. The pass to Bridges. And here is Paul from past the arc. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Brown outside. Westbrook dishes to Beal. Shot clock at 6. No dice from the high post.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No good from Booker. Wizards trail by 3. Outside Beal. Pass to Bryant. Over Booker. And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists in the game. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Bridges dishes to Šorić. Fires the 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Drops. He ties it up. Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for Šorić. And it's Johnson in for Mikal Bridges. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. So it's Phoenix now. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this after the loss to them here last time.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
A moment to check out stats for Booker. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 26 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Now here's Paul, and Booker kicks to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Baines following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
1:36 left to play here in the first. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. And here is Bertans. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. 6 to shoot. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Paul outside. He dishes it to Johnson. Here's Baines, defended by Bryant. Here's the 3. Paul's shot is off.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Brown drives in. And he converts the layup. Brown's got 6.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Pass to Kaminsky. Booker outside. Latrey. The offensive rebound. Baines. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Phoenix shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
It's all tied in Phoenix. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latino. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Bradley Beal. Round out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. Booker the pass to Johnson. Now here's Kaminsky. Bertans defending. Beal against Booker. Over Beal. And Baines kicks to Kaminsky. Over Bertans. Misses off the left iron.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. And the Wizards lead by 2. Booker the pass to Paul. Pulls it up high. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Seeing the floor well. Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Passes it to Wagner. Dishes it to Brown. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. So it's Phoenix now. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. It's no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
A nice shot by Booker. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Napier passes to Beal. Back to Napier. Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
The drive by Booker. Had a hand on it. An even 3-on-3 break. Brown with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. Brown outside. And the pass to Wagner. Over Paul. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And Booker kicks to Johnson. Pass to Kaminsky. From outside the arc. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14.
Never been afraid to put himself in harm's way. CP3 knows how to get to the line. Yeah, and the one thing that amazes me about Chris Paul is his awareness on the court. He knows exactly what is going on and what to watch for on each trip down the court.
Free throw, good. Paul. And with Paul, he's one of the most heads-up players in the game.
And personally, Kev, I would love to have played with a guy like Paul, who is always 100% focused on the game. Paul can rub some players the wrong way, but he's the closest thing to having a coach on the floor in the NBA.
He hits both from the stripe.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Napier passes to Beal. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, this is a high percentage shot for Beal. Then again, most shots like these are for him.
Johnson finds Kaminsky. Now here's Booker. Tries from 16. Bertans grabs the board. Washington leading now by 3.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Phoenix. Wagner passes to Napier. Here's Bertans. Pass to Wagner. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Another one falls for Washington.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Paul. He's got 6. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Over in the corner, Paul. Passes it to Kaminsky. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Whether on the pick and pop or just finding space alone on the perimeter, Kaminsky's already figured out how to punish you from range.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. Napier with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Booker. He's got 10. Kaminsky kicks to Bridges. Goes up to the stripe. A second chance effort. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Here's Beal, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason, you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment. Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
And he makes the first. And Chris, with Beal, it's in large part due to how he has expanded his game, which means he now impacts the game more.
Yeah, well, Bill moves so much on both offense and defense. He's a very active player. He's never passive on the floor, and he looks for ways to inject himself into games.
And both free throws good for Beal.
Wow, a phenomenal talent. I mean, when you think about the competitive flair Bill plays with, it's just awesome.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Here's Paul. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on DeAndre Ayton's injury. David, what's the news?
Hey guys, Phoenix's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Wow, Trey, it's really tough news. It's going to have a big effect on the rest of the guys. Always so hard to have a teammate go down like that.
It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Smith checked in for the Wizards. Puts it up off the inbound. The Wizards with another miss. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. But they get it back. Ayton kicks to Booker. Five to shoot. Another shot, and he makes that one. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Wagner passes to Smith. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, two of my favorite passes in the game.
And the first one drops.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
And so he makes both from the line.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Bridges for three. Another three for Phoenix.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
The pass to Bertens. To Beal. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Wagner. Back to Smith. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Ball outside. Up top, Diallo. Bertans defending. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
That free throw good from Diallo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, it could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Suns on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. Carter, the pass to Diallo. Back to Carter. Pass to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Outside Westbrook. Count it. Good. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now here's Booker. 13 points in the game. Yes, that goes in.
Well, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Westbrook passes to Bertans. Outside Bryant. Here's Smith. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
Oh, Smith is a fighter. Someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Right wing. Now Ayton passes to Diallo. Second chance shot. Off on the layup.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Here's Smith. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The quickness of Smith, Kevin, is so hard to keep up with, which is why he's able to get these shots off in time.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Suns have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shot.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Suns moving the ball around. Carter, the pass to Diallo. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Bryant.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
And up the court come the Suns on the break. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they've been so far.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Suns, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker and Bridges are the wings. And it's Paul in at the 1.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now here's Saric, fades and shoots. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Washington. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Saric nails them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, very smooth touch on the stroke.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. The dish to Beal. Over Paul. Bridges with the board.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Saric and slam dunk by Saric.
I mean, dunking is simple for Saric. He just needs good position.
Outside Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Yeah, Kevin, this is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And there's the pass to Ayton. Paul against Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. That one off the back iron and out. Wizards trail by 4. Brown wide open. He fires. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Saric and slam dunk by Saric.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Here's Beal. The Suns getting the bucket. Shot on the wing. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Russell Westbrook.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Now here's Saric. He's got 11. Here's Bridges. Paul outside. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Over Booker. Beal can't get it to go. Suns leading by 7. And here is Bridges. 9 points in the game so far. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A pass to Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Booker. He's got 15. Paul outside. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Beal against Paul. And Beal kicks to Brown. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Bridges. And then for Washington, Mahinmi comes in for Bryant. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Troy Brown. So it's the Wizards now. 8-point game. Pass to Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots a 3. A shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
And that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Now here's Beal. He's got 10. Three-pointer. And again, Washington no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wizards trail by 12. Napier passes to Beal. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That is his first foul of the game. Mo Wagner's checked in for Beal. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Saric outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Saric has got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. For Washington, they've gone somewhat subpar, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Shoots from the line. Hachimura, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. A steal. Westbrook against Saric. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Paul. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Now here's Napier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And that one goes long.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answer.
Charge. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Russell Westbrook, number 1. Third is Chris Paul.
And really 2 terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
The first one falls.
Well, I just like the all-around game Sark possesses. I mean, it translates well this day and age. He's a big man who can do it all. Score, pass, rebound, defend. He's tough.
Šarić nails them both. Wizards trail by 19. Passes it to Napier. To halt the run. That one, no good. Some solid D from Paul. Inside. And slam dunk by Šarić.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now, here's Napier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Mahinmi, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
All right, a chance to see stats for Paul. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in assists, and his ability to pressure and disrupt defensively was obvious. He ranked 3rd in the league in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half, doing a much better job.
Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Washington calls timeout. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And he just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Here's Napier, defended by Paul. Napier passes to Hachimura. Over Šarić, and that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
So it's the Wizards now, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Johnson, and goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Suns making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Davis Bertans checks in for Washington. Smith comes in for Shabazz Napier. Smith dishes to Westbrook. There's the pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Clock at 4. Pulls up on the wing. They grab their own miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
No good from Booker.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Pass to Westbrook. From deep. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Paul, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Pass to Hachimura. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Now here's Kaminsky. Kicks it to Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Paul.
I mean, look, with all the hand injuries he's had over the years, I don't know how Paul's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, some of his fingers look like they got 4 knuckles.
Mikal Bridges checked in for Johnson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Smith the pass to Westbrook. Goes up from the top of the key. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Booker. He's got 19. That shot is off. 1:03 left to play in the third. Smith for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul looking over the floor. Passes it to Kaminsky. Over to the wing. Smith against Paul. He kicks it to Kaminsky. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Carter comes in for Chris Paul. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Booker with it. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, here's Kaminsky. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
That's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Phoenix Suns. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Matthews out there with Smith. Then there's Davis Bertans. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Pasekniks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that, guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media is going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. And that one misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's a Kobo. Matthews with the rebound. The Wizards shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Beal against Bridges. Now Matthews. Outside for Beal. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Bridges. Beal can't get it to go.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Carter outside. Here's a Kobo. Now the pass to Kaminsky. From outside, off the mark.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Pass to Pasekniks. He dishes it to Beal. Smith outside. Over Carter. And again, Washington no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here is Matthews following the score by Phoenix. Puts it up from 12. Smith no good. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all 3 of these leagues I'm in.
Washington calls timeout. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Carter against Smith. Passes it to Beseknitz. Beal against Bridges. Here's Beseknitz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you know, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, you know, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
And so he hits both. And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
So it's Washington now after the Suns pick up 2. Mahinmi kicks to Smith. The pass to Beseknitz. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. And again, Washington no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Okobo. From deep. That shot missing. Now Washington takes it the other way. And here's Smith. Left side, Beal. Chris, there is that transition from being a player to retirement. Can be a challenge for some. What were the keys that you found in succeeding at that?
Well, first I think it's adjusting to the fact you don't have the same schedule. You don't have a physical release that you used to have. You miss the locker room and the camaraderie with all the guys. So you miss the culture. But secondly, I would say take all the lessons that you learned, and for me this was big, from sports and use them in business. So in business I became a rookie in other areas. I found a Chris Mullin type in business. I found a Latrell Sprewell type, guys that would mentor you, guys that do a play on their team. Humble yourself, get back to it. Get to practice, get to meetings early, stay at practice late, stay at meetings, and be the last one that leaves. And just take the culture of basketball, infuse that athletic personality into the personality of whatever you go into next. And you can use those tenets to have a wonderful retirement and really enjoy it. So for me, it's been awesome. And by the way, I've had twins, and so since retiring, and that'll keep you just as busy as it was you were playing. So you can find ways to keep that same lifestyle.
That's right, and some sound advice too. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. And a change for the Wizards. Payton's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a valued rotation player.
The Wizards shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Matthews. Rebound by the Suns. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Jackson's got the ball. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Here's Bezetnik, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And the Wizards making a change here. Napier's checked in. So we can't get either to fall.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Carter. This one for three. Another three for Phoenix.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Here's Bezetnik. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union: prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physical.
Well, this is a tough one, because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious, that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Now, here's Mahimi. Dishes it to Matthews. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting two.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. For Phoenix, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Jerome. And the rejection by Mahimi. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it.